Abraham. No, Abraham Díaz.
Abraham, este domingo.
What's up? I'm Hector Sifuentes from Dallas, born and raised here. Yo también soy de Durango.
Oh shit.
Yeah, soy de Rancho.
Soy Guerrero.
Yeah, man, we just, I'm lying on camera. I'm from Durango, bro. But, dude, over there, you go to a puesto, and there's like a bunch, and they have them 5 por 50 pesos, bro. You can just fucking ba. But it's because just like, bro, it's like literally like just gold mines. Hell yeah. So what's it called? Arriba. My parents didn't go to high school, you know, like they're from Mexico. They couldn't because my dad grew up in a rancho, and over there that wasn't an option, you know, to go to school. You had to help out with, you know, with farming and cattle, all that. I told my parents I'm doing a show, they think I'm dressing up as a clown. They're like, because you know those Mexican like comics, brincosieras and all that, they paint their faces and they're doing like, I'm like, I don't do that shit. I'm just, you know, well, kind of am, but still, you know, in my own way. So, yeah. I always thought the Observer was cool. You know, I've always thought it had like some like, since I was little, I remember seeing it. And like, even I've been to like I remember the last time I went to the Dallas Observer Awards, they were giving Erykah Badu Person of the Year or something like that. And I don't care what anybody thinks, but I got to be on the cover of a cover that Erykah Badu's been on. You know what I'm saying? She's a Dallas legend. I'm from Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got something in common. Ooh. Yeah, me and Erykah Badu got something in common.
She's out here, they don't know nothing about that. It's funny because they told me for the photo shoot, you can notice, it's right, there's one right there, and there's someone right there to the left of you by the records. If you know, and shout out to them, and I love them. They were like, hey, can you bring a green outfit, a white outfit, and a red outfit to represent the Mexican flag? I was like, bitch, I don't got no red pants, what the fuck? Like, and this is why representation is so important. Because they told the homies, I had 2 other homies, Hannah couldn't make it because they don't make red pants that big, right? Like, no. But I swear to God, I told him, hey, for the article, I need Panda and 2 other homies. And they told the homies, bring a red outfit, a white outfit, and a green outfit to represent the Mexican flag. Because you represent Mexico and what it's doing in America and how great you're making it. And this is how, you know, there's a disconnect. They have a lot of, white people have good intentions, but my homies from Venezuela and the other homies from Puerto Rico.
I didn't come back for a while because I was kind of like, it went horrible because you think stand-up comedy is hard. It's so hard. It's hard, and even in Spanish, especially in Spanish. Ooh, Spanish is a whole different ballgame. But in English, like I started out here in Dallas, it was hard, straight up. And like, yeah, I mean, I wasn't serious with it the first few years. I was just kind of like, you know, I didn't know if I really wanted to do it because it wasn't going well. You know, I wasn't resonating with it was mostly audiences that weren't like people that looked like me or even my age. I was always the youngest one, so it was kind of hard. But that's not an excuse to not being funny. You know, I feel like I could have made it work, but you know, it takes some time and really like keeping at it to understand what works for myself. Because a lot of times, like even when I talk to younger comics, I just tell them the best advice is don't take advice from anybody about how to do your jokes. There's no rules for this, you know. There's no rules. Just I feel like something's gonna work for you, and like you just need to be true to yourself, you know. Like I know it's just jokes at the end of the day. It's just jokes, straight up. There's no rules for this. We're just trying to be silly up here, you know.
She was like, Latinas, why y'all stealing our Palestinian men? There was some girls in my row like, we ain't stealing that fucking man. Imagine taking a Palestinian to the cookout. Your uncle's gonna be like, ¿Quién es este güey? ¿No habla español? Nobody's stealing no Palestinians. Shout out to the people in the back. I know I look Indian. I fucking hate it. Hey, going to Valero, the people at the register be like, what part of India are you from, buddy? I'm like, I'm from Oak Cliff, dog. Give my taquitos so I can get the fuck out of here, dude.
I feel like everyone has their own thing. People like to golf. People like to do whatever, exercise. Some people see comedy that way, or even just a part of making their day better. And I like that. That's cool. You know, I feel like everyone has their own thing, right? And but I see like comedy is a great way for someone to have a better day. Or if your day's shitty, you can go to a comedy show and it makes it better. Sometimes it makes your day worse because sometimes it might not, it might not be a good show. I don't know. But not here. Hey, people laugh here though. You see me.
I went to Pilates class recently, and it's like a little different for me, right? Because Pilates classes, I'm like surrounded by a bunch of SMU girls, and I'm like, whatever, I'm older than them, and and I'm 5'8", bitch. I don't know. And we're all like, we're 5'11", and our dads are rich. So anyway, this lady was, and she got to the Pilates class late, and I was like, hey, bitch, that's our shit. But anyway, she got into the class late. Her mat was right in front of mine, and she went in right away. She was doing all the moves, and like we were doing some turn thing, and she started stepping on my Pilates mat. Straight up trying to colonize my mat. Pilates class. And I was like, not today, bitch. It's almost Latino Heritage Month. I'm about to take up space.
You know, it's just cool. I'm thankful because, you know, like, they didn't have to do it. You know, they didn't have to do it, but they did, and I'm really, you know, thankful for that. And because at the same time, though, some people don't even know that we exist. And it's cool that people's eyeballs that didn't even know we were doing this are seeing this. Even if it's 5 people, but this has a big audience. But even if it didn't, I'm still very thankful that they took the time to craft a story that they put a lot of effort in. Simon, he did his thing. He did like six different comedians around Dallas that happened to be Latinos, not just Mexican Americans. And yeah, I mean, I feel like they put a lot of they cared about this story, and I'm very like I just feel thankful that they did that, you know. So we get a visibility because a lot of people, we think, because we're around each other so much, around like our community, and we're so used to us knowing each other around here. Oh yeah, people know who I am, blah blah. But just here, but no one really knows you. So this gives an opportunity for people to understand a little bit about what we're doing, and like, just if they like it, they like it. And if they don't, they don't. You know, but it gives us that opportunity to be in front of those eyeballs, that, you know, to maybe get some new people interested, or just someone that I was just talking to Simon. I was like, yeah, man, I know I'm not invisible in my community, but I might be invisible to people that have power in my community. And that's why we're building this for ourselves. This is like homegrown. You've seen it. We put everything up ourselves. The audio, we did it all ourselves. And yeah, because we're doing it ourselves. And now the cool skill that comes with this, we know what it takes to make this happen. So nobody can take this away from us. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the day's gonna come where you know, we might have to be in a bigger space or whatever, or hopefully. I'm like, yeah, let's do it. But I'm saying that I'm so thankful with Top 10 because it's teaching us the little things about, like, we got to make sure we do an audio check 3 hours in advance so we won't be messing with the audio in front of the people. These little things like that, where like we're just learning how to set up a room. The audio, we're learning that one speaker in front of the other one in the shallow place like this is how you should do it, because the audio travels better. Stuff like that I'm very thankful that no one can take that away from me. One time we had this teacher, she was just very like, just, she was mean as hell, but she was cool though. Now looking back, she was cool, but she was so mean to us. I'm like this: if someone's a bully, I've never been a bully, but I have been a bully to bullies. You know, like if someone's being rude to somebody, I want to give them that same energy because I don't like the way you treat this person. And then one time she was just it was a whole week of her just being rude to us, and I put a whoopee cushion under her chair. The whole class, we all, like, you know, she was outside, and I put it under, and brrr, and we were literally crying in the class. We were crying, and that was like one of wildest like moments. I remember everyone was like, from that day, people were just like cry about that story, just laughing. And I was like, damn, I like this feeling, you know.